Yo, what's going on, my profits? Your boy Callie here with a tutorial slash market review. Um, what's good? If you're in the crypto space right now, you're loving it. We're hitting all-time highs. Coins are breaking all-time highs. It's like pretty much everything that could go up is going up, um, and that's great. But something I'm getting a lot in my DM and my emails is people wanting me to check out their portfolios and see if they could diversify some of their portfolio, right? They're asking, well, I don't feel like I'm able to ride the wave because right now, guys, honestly, anyone could pick a coin in the up market. It's when it's down, it's to try to find those gems, right? Because everyone's a guru nowadays, right? Because they bought one coin or they hit it big one time. Um, like I told someone earlier today, a broken clock is right twice a day, right? So, I mean, don't show me one coin, don't show me two coins, show me progressive, show me your portfolio, show me your whole stands and how often you're right. Don't uh, dang it, who says that? Don't base me on my winners, base me on my losers. I I'll tell you right now, like um, my blockfolio is healthier than ever, and it's just because we hold. A lot of these coins people are going chasing after right now. That's fine, chase. If you want to chase trends and lose your ass, go ahead. But we don't chase trends. We try to find, and uh, I'll show you a perfect example right now. This coin, guys. If you follow me on my personal Instagram, I called it out of ICO. I love the idea behind it. I mean, it's so far ahead of its time right now that I still think is way undervalued. But you know, it just ran up to like two something, and we're having a pullback right now. But dude, we called this in the group, a couple of weeks ago at 30 cents, and then went up to 240. It's not a time for us to buy. We can't backwards cost average, If we didn't buy back then, I mean, that's not a good sign that it's showing right now. And, we wait for the corrections. If you do want to chase on an uptrend, wait for a correction and then buy in. Don't buy in at all time high up here. Now you're stuck because, you got FOMO. I FOMOed out the other day and yeah, it didn't work out. I didn't do my research, and the team that's running the coin sucks. So yeah, I made a mistake. I made an emotional attachment to a coin, which you really shouldn't do while you're holding or trading. Look up coins, and if you believe in the technology, it is what it is. Market cap 344. Um, I mean, it's just looking. Let me refresh real quick, see if it's still up here. So yeah, Bitcoin obviously 11.5, guys. I mean, that's insane to think. What are we at? 467 for Ethereum. Bitcoin Cash 1565. Ripple is 25 cents. This just dumped. It was at 44 before I refreshed, I think. But still, it's a 56% gain, guys. In one day, that's pretty good. I mean, in my eyes. Bitcoin Gold is going back up. Litecoin's holding at 100. It's good. ADA is doing a little bit of a pullback at 12.7. I think we were at like 13.3 in the morning. So here's what I want to get into, right? Uh, so people ask me, well, how do you go ahead and diversify your portfolio, or how do you pick your coins? And like I said, I've traded in different markets, and one way to hedge against um, downturns is to diversify, and one way to make profits it's to get into the sectors that are hot. So if you're saying trading stocks and you see the tech sector is hot, you're gonna go after the giants or try to find the little guys that are coming up. So that's what we're gonna do, right, with crypto. So if you look right here on your left, my right, your left, I guess, if you're looking, what you're gonna see is these are currencies, right? So all these coins right here are currencies. Now there's different types of currencies. Currencies that are going to be based on protocols like Bitcoin, Litecoin, and then we have payment coins or even banking coins, which is like Stellar, Ripple, and then we have privacy coins, Verge, Dash, Zcash, Monero. These are going to be the coins that are going to be actual currencies that people are going to be buying or paying stuff with. And then we have my favorite sector. This is my sector that I really um, like to look for because I believe it's the biggest returns that you could get, and that's developer tours or platforms, right? So there's different like I said, within the sector, there's different sectors. So, if you go into tech, you're going to go into like, graphic cards compared to someone that's making PCs. It's all interrelated, but it's yet different sectors. So, developing tools, smart contracts. Smart contracts are the way of the future, I believe, especially everything digital. So we have EOS, Lisk, Ethereum, of course, guys. So these are going to be your smart contracts, and try to figure out which, maybe there's a contract coming up. Like, I stole this from someone. I don't know where I got it from. I've had it, but I don't see Rise on here. Rise is a up and comer, and just different ways of smart contracting. Then you're going to have your scaling development tools, which is going to be like the Raiden network or Lightning network, the Plasma network, and you're able to buy into those and kind of see different things. You have your security, which is like QStamp, and then you're going to have your legal ones, which are going to be like just used like for uh, like legal purposes, right? Because it's you have to meet certain requirements, and everything obviously is going to be private, but it's like a private protocol. And then you have um, just a, a wide range of coins that you're gonna start looking for, right? So you got to figure out what sector's hot right now. Like the privacy are really hot because a lot of people are worried about the IRS coming after them and stuff like that. Privacy coins make it a little bit harder for them to, or they think it makes it harder for them to get tracked or whatnot. Um, I think that the financial gain is going to be huge. We have Ethlan, I think is going to be really big. Salt, like the thing is, guys, we run into so many regulatory issues when dealing with lending, especially in the United States. It's the most regulated um, business in all of the United States. So I mean, it's pretty crazy. But I think Salt has a good like chance that they have a good team, and if they can make it to the market with the actual product, um, you'll see double an influx, right? You'll see an influx on their price actually going up because what they do is they lock in your crypto. So if you have a Bitcoin, they say, okay, Bitcoin's at 11,000. We'll let you borrow a certain percentage of that, like everything else. So say they give you, 75% or 80% of that, and you're able to get actual fiat currency. And what people, I believe, are going to do is just reinvest that fiat currency into crypto to try to leverage their coin, because first of all, you don't lose your initial investment, and obviously you're just making payments on the interest, and it's a pretty cool idea, I guess. Then we have your trading, I guess, trading platforms, or Ether Delta, Mizigo, and we're gonna worry about wallets, file storage, data, just so much shit, and like Power Ledger, Grid, guys. There's you know there's so many different sectors that we have to really uh, kind of learn about, right? Like I don't even know how to explain it. Like we're in a, like this is all brand new, And I just read, like, 1993, 0.1% of people, 0.1% of people, okay, the same amount or less than 0.1% of people um, were adopting emails, like an email, guys. And like I hate dealing with people like, oh, can you fax me something? Like, really, you don't fucking take an email? But now, there's software that takes your email, turns it into fax or whatever. But I mean, fuck, like, honestly, guys, email changed the game up, right? Because you could do group emails or whatever. So I honestly think that the cryptocurrency or the blockchain technology behind it is going to change whatever industry they impact. So, for instance, if Ripple takes off and it's able to bring down the cost of transactions in the banking industry, it brings the bottom line up, right? If we're able to tap into Sia coin, which is taking off right now, and take into the cloud storage, and you're able to use a like hard drive, and it's safe and reliable, and it's something you could trust, and it's going to be huge because we're using more and more data every day. So I think the data market or the cloud storage is huge. So what happens when Amazon launches a blockchain application to do the same? Um, it adds legitimacy to whatever sector that is. So people are gonna bet on the smaller on the smaller coins, right? Obviously, you're gonna buy the Amazon cloud storage because a lot of people like the blue chips. And then the other thing is they're gonna find the diamonds in the rough and try to hedge their funds before, And then we have something like staking, gambling. I mean, guys, so I kind of broke it down a little. Let me see, bring this up real quick. So we have different kinds of currencies: proof of work, proof of stake, and there's difference, and there's pros and cons to each. You know. And then we have the privacy currency, like I was saying, um, private communications. Core is not right here, but um, interbank settlements. So Stellar, guys, that's kind of what it is. It's a kind of like smart contract going between. So that's why Stellar's actually taking off. And I've heard through the grapevine that there's a lot of projects that they're going to be involved with, not just with IBM, but IBM's a beast, guys. If you guys sleep on IBM, get into the cryptocurrency. They were one of the first to do a lot of stuff in the tech game. So if they see if they can beat the masses, it's gonna be IBM might be something as far as stocks, because I like playing every aspect of the market, social media and attention economy. So like Instagram's a social media, Steam it. We have what's the other one? Uh, there's follow coin now. There's a shit, invest feed, and then we have the tipping coins, which if you make a video, you get paid out, or like for instance in Steam, I make about 50 cents to $1 a day, guys, on Steam. I literally just grab whatever I post on YouTube and I post it on there, and I up like my own thing, right? So I make like 20-30 cents depending on where the market's at. And then if I have a couple friends that have Steam and they like my post too, I make a couple cents, and hopefully some random people like it. And 40 to 50 cents on my post every day, to up to $1, $3, $4, like if I'm lucky, And as the platform grows and you're one of the first people in there, obviously you're gonna get the most money. Cloud storage, cloud computers, and that's why Golem's a sleeper. Let me see. Um, I think this is gonna be a huge, huge space once it gets worked out, and that's like hedge funds for cryptocurrency. ICN Economy, I think, is a beast. It's a beast of a coin. Like, I really, really like it right now, and it's cheap, a lot cheaper than when I bought it. Um, there's gambling platforms, financial services, lending, insurance, whatever. Crowdfunding wings. You have Kick Coin. Let me see. Stable coins, or like Tether, Bancor. These are coins that you kind of put your money in when you want to get out of a coin, or you're supposed to, like when you're trading. So just know there's different markets, guys, and that was the whole point of this video. Is you know there's a whole music sector out there. There's an advertising sector. There's a renewable energy. You know, event tickets, guys. I mean that's what I'm trying to tell you is there's so many sectors, and most people are just buying coins solely based on um, the popular coin or what's up right now. They're chasing. Oh man, this coin went up 500%. Why not try to look for a coin before it goes up 500%? Why are you chasing that 500%? Yeah, you could still maybe make 100%, but then you run the risk of that pullback, and now you're down, 50% of your uh, initial investment. So, um, I mean, look at the coins that are running up, right? So this is the psychology behind the market and the masses getting into crypto. So we're seeing an influx of money lately, and they're starting to buy up all the first coins you heard about. So Ripple is kind of lagging, but like I'll see a coin. Oh, it sounds like such a good coin, and so now what people are doing is they're putting their money in more stable coins because they don't really know about crypto, first of all. So they don't understand it. So they're trying to get into, like, that's why Bitcoin is Bitcoin, right? Because people don't really understand cryptocurrency or the blockchain or whatnot, but they're like, hey, that's the biggest, best currency. Let's just put our money in there. And everyone thinks all crypto is uh, like fiat money, right? So when we get more educated people into the market and they start looking around, this is when these coins are really gonna blow up. Not right now. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, if you've made 1,000% on the coin, that's great. But that coin still has so much more potential, because what's gonna happen is the market's gonna keep growing, and those coins are gonna keep growing. So if you already made 1,000%, it's gonna still jump up another 1,000% within 3 years or whatever it is, just depending on the economy and what the market's asking for. So do I think, like, do we need more proof of work currencies? No. Do we need more proof of stake currencies? No. Do we need more privacy coins? No, because whatever we have right now, I think is pretty good. Unless something like revolutionary happens, I think right now, as far as where we are, I think it's fine, because there's no point of buying something that's like for instance, like, oh, 4K, 4K. Most thing, like, there's really nothing that's recorded in 4K, and it's just a sales gimmick. So what's the point of buying it? It's just so they can sell you, right? So you're making these coins that are just a selling point, like, oh, uh we're better than Ethereum for a reason that we're 0.55 of a second faster in transactions, or we save you point whatever. But the thing is, how stable is your network? Ethereum, the reason that most people build on Ethereum, because their network is really stable, and it's proven it's through time that it could scale up. We had a, what was it, in August, when that big dip of Ethereum, and someone like made shit a little money on that dip. But the thing is, that's what I'm trying to tell you guys, is that don't be sold on these little coins that have, like, really nothing, right? Like, I mean, we're gonna gamble, guys. Like, we're here to make money, but when you diverse your portfolio, stick to major coins. Obviously, like I said, 60 to 70% of my coins, depending on the market trends, are in blue chip. So coins like, I have a lot of Neo, Ethereum, and Litecoin, and then I have like 20% in, like, things that are stable but are not I think in their potential. Like I have some Ripple. It's it's a stable coin, but I don't see Ripple going anywhere anytime soon. Like as far as like mooning, as they say, or steam it. Like I don't, I might double my money, but I don't think I'm gonna five times tens my money anytime soon. But in the long term, I think it's gonna be a nice coin to have. Same thing like Economite, same thing with Salt. And then I do these gambles like edge list when we called it in the group, and a group of us we've had like a little bet, which what coins are gonna do best. Like Lisk was at 234, and I took a gamble because I really like platforms, and it paid off. Um, Eels at 60 cents. It's just guys, the market right now is gonna grow, and you're gonna make money. The main thing is when all these people get into here and they hear about day trading and scalping, and you can make money. Don't get me wrong. By any means of the imagination, you can make more money than your regular job. And there's people in our group that are doing it right now. But here's the thing: eventually, unless you're really, really good, your luck runs out. Or if you're not taking your profits, and that's the number one rule of trading, guys, is capital preservation. Getting your profits and buying these top coins, right? So obviously your portfolio is growing with free money. That's the best way to grow your portfolio. If say you want to stock up on, um, for instance, Litecoin, and you're like, well, I want to get to a certain. What I usually do is I pick a number like I want to have 100 Litecoin, for instance, right? And I started buying at like $29, and I say, hey, I'm gonna go. I have to try to buy before a certain number, so I don't want to buy any Litecoin past 40. So I have to try to get my Litecoin in before $40. And what happens is it was at 29, jumps up in the 30s, drops back down. I buy the dips. Like I sell, I buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. But it's the same coin, and I learned the rhythm of the coin, and I'm able to essentially take a small amount of money and turn it into a bigger stake. Um, and once I hit my goal, I move on to the next coin, or I cost average. Say I bought a coin for EOS is a perfect example. I bought it at $3 and something, and then it took a massive dump. I bought it back at 60 cents. I doubled my position because I believed in what it could do and the potential that it has. Not to say that it's a big part of my portfolio, but I cost average because, like I say, it was kind of like a gamble because it's an unproven coin. So there's always news pump ups and all that stuff, but just look at the market and the psychological background of any market is human emotion, right? So just feed on that and try to make money on how people think. Uh, so if you guys have any questions, dude, hit us up on social media. We have Instagram, we have a Twitter, we have our website up. Where is it? Profitchasers.com. Um, I'm trying to build, guys. Like I'm really busy with the group right now, but I'm trying to build this resources page where it just gives you basic knowledge of what stuff is and how to do it. I might make like a section where like you could like find like different. I might even post that up in there, and just maybe a picture, or I'm not sure how I'll work it out. But just we are working on the site. We're working on our group to grow it. It's growing at an amazing pace, but still controlled because we're trying to still make it a more of a community than just people dumping their money in there and your ideas get lost. So we're doing a signal room now, and we have everything in there from mining to staking to investors to traders to technical analysts and everything. So it's a good community that's coming up. But like I said, hit us up on the social media, like this video if it was helpful in any way, share it with a friend that you think might benefit from it. Um, that's it for now, guys. If you have any questions, that's how I choose what videos I'm gonna make is based on whatever requests I'm getting in my DMs and my in our group, right? So that's what I do. I try to help you guys and educate you, not just get your money and try to do a pump and dump, but actually pick coins that I believe in. And I'm picking a coin not every day, guys, but in the group there is traders and there's people. One of our administrators, he's a day trader or a scalper or a swing trader, but he's constantly making calls, looking at charts, and keeping up with that. And I'm more doing research and trying to find the latest, greatest Bitcoin, right? So right now, what's good, what's not? ADA, is that going to be the next risk? Lisk, like what's the next platform? What's the next FLAN? Is that going to be good? Like. So I called this today in the group. It's up 27%. Why do I think this is like? Because salt, it's at, if we look at salt, and it's kind of basically the same thing, look at the market cap, right? So I started looking at market caps and it's the same niche, and really you have no advantage over the next guy because you have improving yourself. In other words, you have no product delivered into the market. MCO 10x, who's going to be first, who's going to be better, you don't know yet. So why not hedge your um, bet on both horses, right? So that's kind of what I do. Is like I see the lending sector is going to be huge eventually. It's just getting around all these rules and regulatory issues that we have because of cryptocurrency is such a great space. So that's kind of like what I do personally, and I've been able to be kind of successful in this space, guys. And then so yeah, whatever it is, guys, hit us up. Like I said, if you like us, subscribe, follow us on Instagram. You know, we do a little bit of comedy. We post memes and do other stuff on there. Just enjoy trading, guys. Don't let your emotions run wild because you're gonna burn and crash if you're up on these highs and then on these lows. Right now we're at a real high. Just stay calm on these pullbacks. Try to cost average and make some money. That's my advice to you guys. So for now, it's your boy Cali, one of the prophets. Peace out.